What if no contact is complete BS? What if every no contact video you've ever watched on YouTube is completely wrong? So today I'm going to explore that because this comes up a lot and many people ask me, does no contact work? Would it get my ex back? Is no contact even a thing? So let's get into it and let's see how deep we can get, just exploring the other possibilities of contacting your ex maybe. Before I do that, let's get into the intro. Welcome back to The Love Fix. It's Nick, as always, doing my best to get you through your breakups as easily and as healthily as possible. If you need my help with your personal breakup situation, you can click on the coaching link in the description below and schedule your coaching session with me. Alternatively, come and join the Facebook group, type in The Love Fix Breakup Recovery and come and join the wonderful community there. Right, let's get into what if no contact is complete BS. Pretty much on a daily basis, I have people asking me, Nick, what would happen if I reached out to my ex? Do they want to hear from me? Is no contact the way to go? So let's just assume for a second that no contact, or rather going against no contact, is the best way to go. We're going to completely go against every established rule of no contact. And okay, let's reach out to your ex and you say, hey, how's it going? It's been a long time. I've been thinking about you. I miss you. You may catch them on a good day. They may be at the peak of their anxiety. They may be going through the separation anxiety. They may just be at the peak of that. You may have just caught them at the right time and you get a response back. And they say, hey, yeah, I've missed you too. And I've been waiting for you to contact me. And I was scared to contact you because I dumped you and I didn't think you ever wanted to speak to me again. And guys, I will be real with you. This is a possibility. I'm not saying it's not out the realms of possibility. It's well within the realms of possibility. You meet up, you go for coffee, you start talking, you start having fun, and you start talking about a reconciliation. Now, this is where things can go very wrong, because if you haven't had sufficient enough time away from each other to process the breakup and to level up and to fix the stuff that you got wrong and your ex fixed the stuff that you got wrong. Now maybe you've both got abandonment issues. Maybe one of you is anxious and one of you is avoidant. Maybe one of you rebounded. Maybe one of you cheated. Maybe one of you monkey branched. And if that is the case with those last three, I'd recommend that you should never reach out to your ex anyway, because it's a show of utter disrespect and boundary violations. So the point is this: did either of you do the work? Because if neither of you did the work, then this reconciliation is doomed to fail. The same things that broke up your first relationship will break up the second relationship. So that's the first thing you really must establish. Did both of you do the work? Now, there's no possible way of knowing if your ex did the work on themselves. You will only know if you did the work. So that's one thing you must get in order. You must level up. You must get your ducks in a row, and you must just become a different person to the person they left. And if you've done that, then you're in the best possible position of reaching out because you've leveled up. Another possibility of where no contact might not be the right thing to do is if this was a fake breakup, as in you both just had a stupid argument and out of protest one of you broke up with the other one. So, right, okay, I can't do this anymore, we're done. And it's just a response to anger and the heat at the moment. So that very well may work. If you give it a week or two, you apologize, you kiss and make up, and you just communicate a little better, you reach out. Because if you were the one to put your ex in a position of where they were super angry with you, they are probably waiting for you to reach out to apologize and say sorry. So this is where maybe no contact does not work in this particular situation. Another possibility is that your ex is just stubborn. They've dumped you and they refuse to reach out. They refuse to come back to you, even though they might want to. And I've certainly come across cases like this, guys. I have certainly dated women like that. I have certainly had clients tell me this, where they just got a very, very stubborn ex. And yeah, stubborn exes are a thing. And that typically is born out of a trauma, because they've got the fight or flight response going on, and they feel hurt, they feel whatever they feel, and their response is to flee, is to fly away, is to get out of Dodge, is to abandon you before you abandon them. So reaching out to them could possibly work. That might be the way to go, because no contact with someone that is a bit of a flight risk could, I'm not saying it will, could work against them. So these are just some of the few possibilities of where no contact might be complete BS. It might not just work. But now let's get back to reality, because I can't sit here and in good faith tell you that you should be reaching out to your ex. I'm just saying, if some of these conditions are correct, reaching out might give you a better opportunity to reconcile. It may happen. But here's the thing, and this is what I tell everybody: if you reach out to your ex and they are receptive, that just says to me that maybe they would have probably reached out to you anyway. Now, again, that maybe doesn't apply to a stubborn ex, and maybe you're thinking, maybe you're doing the mental gymnastics now, you're trying to convince yourself, oh yeah, my ex is a little bit stubborn, so I'm going to reach out. So I want you to really, really think about that, because the chances of any dumpee getting a positive response from the dumper is probably 10%. Now here's the thing, guys. If you have to go in for surgery and your surgeon tells you, hey look, you've only got a 10% chance of survival of this surgery, would you take the risk? So if you're willing to roll the dice, I can't stop you. I'm not going to encourage you to do it, but I can't stop you. But if you are going to roll the dice, you better be prepared for the potential negative effects of that, because if you do reach out with the intention to reconcile and you haven't done the work and they haven't done the work, and maybe they're not receptive, maybe they're still not where you want them to be, so you have to meet people where they're at. Guys, that feeling is savagely heartbreaking. It's like going through the breakup 10 times as worse, 10 times as bad as the first time. So is no contact applicable in every situation? No, because if you genuinely messed up, if you genuinely really messed up in whatever that might have been, then yes, you should be apologizing. And if you've already apologized, don't apologize a second time. You apologize once, you admit fault, you take ownership, and you say what you need to say, but with the intention that you're actually going to follow through with your words. Hey, okay, I get it, I messed up, I'm going to go to therapy, I'm going to go to anger management, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to make this right. But the disclaimer, the caveat to that, if for the last 6 months, a year, your partner has been trying to tell you what you are doing is not working for them, if they've been trying to tell you, hey, these words that you use hurt me, you're being too lazy, you're not living up to your side of the agreement when it comes to the relationship, because a lot of the time the signs were always there. They were trying to tell you. You were listening, but you didn't hear them. So you have to really think about this. And I'm in no way encouraging anybody to reach out to their ex today. I'm just playing devil's advocate. And sometimes no contact can be BS. Sometimes no contact isn't the way to go. It really depends. In fact, I was coaching someone this week, 1-to-1, and I told them to reach out to their ex because that particular situation warranted it. This particular person needed to apologize. This particular person could fix it. But those are about 10% of cases. For the rest of us, for the 90% of the dumpees out here, no contact is still the best way to go. First of all, it's the best way to get you back, which can provide the best opportunity of getting an ex back. But that should never be your intention. Your intention should always be to take a step back, feel your feelings, level up, process what's happened, improve. Because if your ex does come back, if they do reach out, who will they find? Will they find the person they dumped, or will they find the person that leveled up and the person that they've always wanted? So either way, whatever path you choose to go, I can't tell you what to do or when to do it. I can just say, hey, this is what I've learned, this is what I did, this is what worked, this is what didn't work. Either way, the best path is to work on yourself and to get you back. The best path is to assume this is it. The best path is to just live a good, rich, full life, because that's the person they fell in love with, and some point or another you stopped being that person, and that's not what they signed up for. And that's all I've got for today. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe, it would really help me out. And if you need my help with your personal heartbreak situation, click the link below in the description and book your one-to-one coaching session with me. As always, you are enough, you're going to be fine, you're going to get through this, and I will see you on the other side.